My audio probably crap still. Yeah, that's okay. It stays mostly okay if I if I don't talk high pitched. Like if I go see it doesn't even process it. Uh, woe is me. Okay. I'm going to wait, I think, for a tad bit for someone to join. I don't know. Should I? Or should I just start? Because I mean, if people miss it, they can just rewatch. Because I am going to be posting this again. Like, I'm going to be posting the live. And I found out how to edit my live streams after they've already been posted. So that's what I'm just going to do for these. I'm going to, work on making them not as shitty quality. So yeah. Hi, Haley Bailey. Okay. I'm just gonna start. We're gonna start. I know I was playing this yesterday. Crap, I didn't change the time. Oh, hi. First time you booted up the game, you set it to 329. That was fantastic. You did a great job with that one. But this time you simply entered 12, the default value. You didn't even try. Oh, I feel bad. I have to say I'm a little disappointed. Perhaps you don't think it's worth taking the time to set the clock correctly? Do you think I would ask you to set up the clock if it weren't an integral part of the gameplay experience? Oh no. Okay, so this game is I don't even know how to explain it. It's a very silly game. You basically are told to do a bunch of stuff by this narrator, and if you listen, then yay. If you don't listen, then a bunch of crazy stuff happens and the game breaks and stuff. I'm not trying to get angry. It's just a lot of people ignore these gameplay settings altogether. You're not like them, right? Look, next time you boot up the game and see the screen, do me a favor and actually set the time, okay? Okay, good. Glad we had this talk. Alright, I'll let you back to the video game now. I feel kind of bad. Hi, Fern. I actually feel bad for not setting the time because I did last time, and before I even started the live, I was messing with the time. And I forgot to set it. I just pressed play. I actually do feel bad for the narrator because, he's just trying his best. What would happen if it actually was just 12 o'clock, though, and you didn't change the time because it's just 12? Okay, begin the game.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
I'll let it play for you guys.
Stanley worked for a company in a
if you
big
guys
building
haven't heard
where
the
he
intro
was
before,
employee
so
number
I'll let this play.
427.
I
Employee
won't.
number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Yeah, it
Orders
is a game,
came to
by the
him
way.
through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Yay!
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, so the reason I'm playing so early again because I know I did a live playing this yesterday, but when I was rewatching parts of the live and preparing to edit it, I caught a bit that I missed. that we haven't done yet. Which is basically, what's it called? When I was listening at the beginning, right? So at the beginning, for people who weren't here, I did everything the narrator told me to do, and I won the game, right? I got the good ending. And then I did the complete opposite. But I missed something when being good in the beginning. There's a chance to like mess up right at the end, where when you're about to win, there's like a little there's a choice you can make to like escape instead, and I want to see what happens if I go through that door instead. The Stanley Cups. It's funny. But yeah, so we're gonna go. It's hard to explain what I'm trying to say, but you guys will see in a second.
He had simply missed a memo.
Bro! Okay, apparently we're not gonna do that, because we have to go through this stupid door. What is this? What if I unplug? No, I can't. What if I ignore it, guys? What if I ignore the new content? No, let's go see this real quick.
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Okay. What do you have, narrator? You already showed me the new stuff. What new stuff is there? Come on, I don't... We've been through this before! We've looked at the new content. What do you have now?
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable, and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be.
The one that was $10 more than the normal version?
And any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say
Why does it sound like Minecraft music in the background? What the hell?
Even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
Ugh. What? Bro. You just died?
Yes,
oh,
you see,
not good.
isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
I wish we still had that skip button. Can I finally buy a drink now? Will you let me... No? I still can't buy a drink.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley
just
Parable
the two of us. We can make it if we try.
Right,
just the two of us. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Building castles in the sky. Just the two of us. You and I. Nah, the game's not scary. I mean, it like kind of seems scary, but I get scared sometimes at it because the narrator's low-key creepy sometimes. But it's fun. It's cool. They're back. 2 doors. Okay, narrator.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Horse narrator. Come in here. Okay. Expo Hall 2. Ooh, this is cool.
Here we are. Go
this
on.
Is cool
Try out some of the new features.
Okay. Can I sit now? No. Still can't sit. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Okay.
What do players really want?
Too small.
And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized
too short to press the buttons.
Validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Jim,
Jim?
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is.
Jim?
Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the
Okay,
full
no,
experience
get me out of this creepy
feature.
shit.
Just
I'm not
play
doing
along.
this.
I promise you'll love it.
I'm
Okay,
not
here we
role-playing
go.
with you.
Let's take a deep breath.
Stop
Clear
it.
your mind. Forget whoever you are and simply
Let me out.
become a person named Jim.
I'm not Jim.
I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love
I'm not
and being
Jim.
heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as
I'm
Jim,
not Jim.
and as Jim, watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now?
I'm not
If so, then
Jim.
please step forward and press the button.
You're fine, Haley. Do I have to press the button again? Fine.
Jim.
Yes, you see? What a thrill, what a rush. That was you.
Mhm.
The button described you. Do it again, do it again.
I don't wanna.
Jim.
It hits even harder the
Bro,
second time. If this
you're
were the
not
only new feature in the
Jim.
Stanley Parable 2,
My name
it
is
would
not
still be worth the
Jim.
money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
I'm not gonna take a break from it. I'm gonna press it
Oh,
again.
there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you
Jim.
actually are.
Jim.
No! Jim button! I just wanted to be Jim. I was doing what I was told. And yet it still. Wait, I'm gonna jump off this. Woo. Okay. Yet it still wasn't enough. Okay, what's next?
I suppose I could allow
Okay.
only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work. An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Okay. What the hell? Is that me? Ooh, exit? I wanna exit. Wait, I'll go upstairs more. No, I wanna go to the exit. I'm gonna exit. I wanna see what would happen if I just left all the work that he made and just left him. Oh. Wait, the jump circle? Ooh, I missed the jump circle. I got to jump in the jump circle. What? Okay.
Oh, goodness. Stanley, this is very awkward. I hate to do this, but before you leave, you really should go to both the exhibits for the bucket and the collectibles. You see, there's a surprise I was going to spring on you later, and it involves both of them. And I really do hate to break the illusion, but it's important that you go see the collectibles and the bucket, okay? All right.
Fine. I just wanted to get to the jumping circle, dude. Where's the jump circles? This way. Okay. Is this it? Or no? N. I'm there. N. Jump circle? Jump circle. Down. Jump circle. Jump circle. Come on. I miss it. Oh, this is pretty.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable.
I got the Stanley collectible! Oh, I'm so happy! Can I go back in here? No? Okay. Well, are they all in here?
God, it really
There's
is
6
the
of them?
worst when you collect everything in a video
Okay.
game, and then they give you a big fancy reward
Shut
for
up.
it.
I don't care, dude.
Absolutely
Shut up.
tragic.
I just want the Stanley collectibles now. That's literally— oh, jump circle! I'm so happy! Jumps from
You know
any
what?
0?
Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2
Aw.
as well. It's... oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle. Oh well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
That was my favorite part! I missed the jump circle! I gotta jump! I liked... Ooh, what's in here? No screenshots. What if I... Wait, what happens if I take a screenshot? How do I... I don't know how to take a screenshot on this laptop. Crap. This sucks, because I want to take a screenshot, actually. Oh, I did it. I did it. I took a screenshot. I figured it out. It didn't do anything.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Guys, which one? I'm thinking Get Well Someday. But this one's, I like the blue. I like Stephanie's.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get Well Someday it is.
Yeah, why don't you kill yourself, huh? How about that one? Yeah, you heard me, Stanley. Or, I'm Stanley, shoot. Narrator. I take it back, though, because otherwise I'll get...
Maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Okay. Merch. Reassurance bucket.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket.
There's no
See,
bucket.
Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind.
There's quite literally no bucket.
As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions
Oh, it's back. It got there. Jeez.
Perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable.
Okay.
Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be?
Hey, watch your language, narrator. Only I can say that.
Solution. Come on, give it a try.
Oh, put it away! Get it away!
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even
I'm gonna run away with it. I'm leaving with the bucket. It's my bucket now. Let me out. Let me out.
Say that I
Let me out.
The bucket lends you an air of charisma as well.
No.
I think that just
I'm
hiding
in here.
Slightest bit more attractive as a person.
I'm attractive?
The
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. On, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Okay. Do I get to keep the bucket? Yo, no way. I like this. I like this bucket a lot, actually.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Narrator, what's in there? Okay. You heard Jim in the game. We already went back there. Ooh, 2. I'm trying to look for the other collectibles. Maybe I can keep them in my bucket, you know? Okay, wait, we have the infinite hole. I can go in there. But should I go up to setting world champion? No, I'll go to infinite hole first. Let's go to infinite hole. Wait, what's in here? Oh, that, yeah, right there. And I took screenshots. What's that? New achievement? Wait, what was in here? Did I go in here? Oh, pull the lever and I get an achievement.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well,
Yep.
I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement.
Ooh.
Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
That is messed up. You got my hopes up. Making me think. Okay. Making me think I was gonna get an achievement, and then I don't even get an achievement? Like, what the hell, man?
What else? What other exhibits
Bro,
have
literally
we seen
shut
yet?
up. Literally no one's even wanting to talk to you. Literally, this is why you have no friends.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium. You see, isn't it wonderful? One
Yeah.
of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so.
This
Now
is
then,
fun.
Since you've gotten to see the
You're
infinite
good.
hole,
See ya,
you
Haley
can press
Bailey.
the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
I don't want to go back to the surface. I want to keep falling.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
I don't wanna. I'm enjoying falling.
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole.
Am I gonna fall
I
and
don't want
die?
anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely
I'm about to fall,
philosophical
aren't
in
I?
nature. It's more of a...
Ow.
Hey, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You
Ow.
found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so
Ow.
clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
I'm sorry.
Look, things got a
Wait, I
little
can move
heated
without
there. I
using
think we both said some things we
S,
didn't mean.
D,
Why don't we just
A.
put all this behind us
You
and
can,
agree to just call
right
the
click
whole
on your mouse
mostly
wheels.
infinite?
Can I go back up?
If that works for you, then
Yeah,
go
that's
ahead
fine.
and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
I don't wanna. I wanna stay in the hole, guys. Like, I don't know if he's gonna say any more. I'm gonna wait to see if he responds. If he doesn't say anything, I'll teleport. Damn. I don't think he's gonna say anything. Normally he doesn't take this long. Okay.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal.
I like your
Normal
holes, Mr.
person
Narrator.
would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean,
What's that say?
admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and
Like this
marketing.
hole.
What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well, there it is. The shame of my lie has come to... How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on. Is
Dude,
the,
dude,
teleport button not
please.
working?
Please.
You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. Still nothing?
Please.
Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley.
What?
You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get
No!
more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's
Please.
a win for everyone. You get to be with the
No,
hole. I
please.
get to do literally anything else.
Please.
Take care,
Please.
Stanley. I hope you
Narrator,
and the
please.
hole
I'm
have a
sorry.
wonderful rest of eternity together.
Am I just stuck here now? What was that noise? What am I supposed to do? Oh! Yo, no way. This is awesome. The hole's getting deep again. I like this. Whoa. This is so cool. This is amazing. Guys, look at me. Look at him go. This is amazing. I love this. I like this.
Stanley! Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there.
Oh, my bad,
drifting
man.
away into dreamland.
Um,
But we can't have that, Stanley. Because
was,
this hole is just
I was
so
having a moment.
darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it.
oh,
You don't want to miss a
can I have
single
time
minute.
out now?
So
Come
how
on.
about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of
That's
things,
messed up.
you and I will have many, many years here in this hole. And I'm looking forward to all of
Please.
them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll
Narrator.
be back. Toodle-pip.
Narrator. Oh. Hi, how are you? I'm out of the hole. Thank you.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Did it Should I go back to the hole, guys? What if I went back to the hole? Like, what if I did? What if I went back to the hole? Do you think he'd be mad at me? I want to see his reaction if I go back. Because I like the... Oh! It's locked? So apparently I don't get to go back to the hole. That's bull. Okay, fine. I already went in there. Can I go in here again? Okay. Merch. Where's that map? I want to look at the map so I can see where things are. Let's have this office oh my god, office decorations. Okay. Oh, that's just office decorations? Okay. Mostly infinite hole. What else do we have? What's this? And this is not the button that says anything. You guys hear that? Okay. Whatever. Where do I go? This button that says gym, we already looked at that. Do I leave now? I feel like I've seen everything, have I not? Do I get to leave? Let me go up the stairs again. Did I go back there? Yeah, that's a collectibles. I did that. Where are the stairs? No, those are not the stairs I'm talking about. The other stairs. No, I feel like I've seen everything. No? Let's see. Setting world champion. I haven't seen that. What's that? I don't see that. Okay, whatever. We're leaving. We are leaving. I'm not doing this no more. This is bullshit. This is shit. Okay. Can I go now? Do you think he'll let me, or is he gonna stop me again? Like he did last time. What? Why is there a briefcase there? Is that Stanley? Okay. Please, no screenshots, no screenshots. Well, that sucks. Took a screenshot.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features?
Yeah.
Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready?
Ready.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh.
I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement.
He's trying so hard.
Yes, this is much better.
I love him. He's trying his hardest. Yeah, it looks good. I like it, narrator. It's cute.
This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags.
Oh,
And I do very much enjoy
love it.
creating
It's
gags,
adorable.
but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game.
It's
I
okay,
wanted fans to
narrator.
love it.
I
no matter
like
how
it.
good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. but it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This
I play the game
is the
tired
Stanley
narrative.
Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up.
Okay.
All right, perfect.
He's so
Go
cute.
ahead.
I love
Take a
him.
look.
Okay. Oh shit. Shit. But no way. Begin the game. Stanley Parable 2.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Mm-hmm.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building
The
where he was
balloons.
employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Yeah.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No
type
one
order.
had showed up to give him
Oh, I can't.
instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never
Why
in all
not?
his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Reading
All of his
balloons
co-workers were
now.
gone. What could it mean?
Okay.
Stanley decided to
I
go to the
see.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I see.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Balloons. Oh my god, the bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Yeah, Stanley likes the bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I'll listen for once because I want to see this. This is cool. I was not expecting this.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Yeah. Stanley go to bathroom with bucket. Okay. Oh my
We
god.
found one of them.
Oh my
one of
god.
the miniature Stanley figurines.
I found
Remember,
a miniature
no
Stanley-
reward for collecting all of these. Only the
I'm so
intrinsic
happy.
pleasure of
Guys,
a
I
job
found
well
one.
done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried.
Yeah,
So,
you're right.
I implore you to savor each and every
Can I
moment
buy one
you
of these
come
in real
across one of
life?
these
Wait, I'm
beautiful
gonna look this
figurines.
up after. I want to see if they have these. Because, like, that's amazing. I liked that so much. Okay. I loved that,
Stepping
actually.
into his manager's office, Stanley was
Yeah,
once again
yeah.
stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along?
Yes.
Was the bucket guiding him? Yes. This is certainly the,
The
most
bucket
logical
was guiding him.
explanation.
And it wasn't it totally wasn't because I remembered the number. Oh my god, there's
Another
another
miniature
one!
Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be
Yo,
a snappier
the
name
Stanley
for this
Parable
thing.
2
What
is
about
actually
mini
insane.
stands?
Mini
Stanley things.
stands!
What
Mini
about
stands!
Stanlerines? Yes. I think I like that.
Stanlerines?
Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Stanlerine. I like that. Do I hold them in my bucket? I also wanna, later, not Stanley Parable 2, but like when we go back to the normal game, I want to see what happens
elevator
if I
raced
go back
downward,
up the
plummeting
elevator.
towards an unknown fate.
I
all
want to see if it
Stanley
just
could do
pisses
to
off
keep
the
himself
narrator if I
together,
just go
if
back
not for the
upstairs.
bucket, soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right.
Yeah, the
The
bucket
bucket
is
is here
doing
for you,
that.
Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Thanks. See, because you have an option to go back upstairs, so I want to see what would happen if I did that.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through
And
the
see,
large door
this
that
was the
read,
escape thing I was
Mind
talking about that I
Control
want to see,
Facility.
that I want to try out. It's just, I am doing this first, obviously. Where'd my bucket go? What the hell? Oh, there, it's right there. Okay.
The lights rose on an enormous
Can I not
room
press the
packed
button?
with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
My bucket can't talk. Why can't I press the button, bro? Why is he doing it for me? Last time I was able to press the buttons. See?
Monitors
Why
jumped
can't
to
I?
life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it
That's how the bucket
gently,
sounds, guys.
reassuring it that everything would be fine.
I caressed the bucket? That's actually insane. Okay, I got to
Was
press
the
the button.
bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What
Maybe.
kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Bro, I
No!
like this.
He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never!
No!
He
There.
squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world.
Bro, this
At
is
this
just
point,
sad.
he
Why
could
is a
trust
bucket his
no
only
one
friend?
Except for the bucket.
I don't trust you, narrator. Can I?
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Okay. Know what would happen if I turned it back on, but
When
like
at
I
last
said,
they
I'm
came
not
to
gonna
the
do it right
source of
now.
the root-
Yay!
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness.
Hi, durian fruit. Perchance, a lot of my viewers at what's it called? It's early
Yes, they had done
in my
it.
time zone, at
Stanley
least,
and the
so I
bucket had
know
defeated
a lot
their
of people are
greatest
probably
and
at school
darkest
and
enemy,
stuff.
freed themselves from the
But I will be
tyrannical grip of the
reposting
evil
this live,
mind
so
control
to those who
machine. Freedom was now
were
mere moments
able to
away.
catch it
Excitedly,
will
the
be
two of
able
them
to
began to
rewatch it
discuss
later
the
if
kind
they
of life
want.
they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley
Bro,
wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth.
I
Both
do
of them
want to do
wanted
that.
to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end.
I want
True,
to
it
do
was
that.
a
That's
simple
that'd be
life they
funny.
envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and
Ugh.
What? Wait, what was happening?
The door
Why
stopped?
had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty.
What the hell,
Until
man?
finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No, no, no. Stanley can't leave this place, not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms.
Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Do I starve to death? We're still playing the sequel. There's no way. Okay, this time...
All of his co-workers were
Okay,
gone.
shut up.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Today?
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
But this time, what's it called? I'm going to...
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I'm going to go through the escape route thing. Okay. That's weird.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Can I go look in here real quick? I just want to see if there's any Stanleys in here. I don't want the door to close. I just want to see if there's any Stanleys.
But Stanley just couldn't do it.
Okay, bro, I just want the
Stanleys.
Stanleys.
Facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fined for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
Oh, come on.
Only because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy.
There's not even any Stanleys in here.
Occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe.
Okay, we are beginning that again because I do not. There wasn't even any Stanleys in there.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
That's all I wanted.
Stanley
All I
decided to
wanted
go
was
to
the
meeting
Stanleys,
room.
man.
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
Let's see if there's any. I want to see if there's any.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
I want to see if there's any
Stanley
Stanleys
had
over
felt
here.
The bucket calling to him,
It's like, dude, I want all of them. You know what I mean?
Was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room?
Stanleys?
Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be. No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Oh, damn.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Okay.
And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
I've never gone over here before. I've never been over here. What's this?
Oh, good.
Maybe Stanley is crazy under the stairs.
I knew you'd find this.
Was there a Stanley under the stairs? The fire baby and my wife.
Concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much.
Okay.
It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line?
I'm hiding in
We could
here.
make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes.
What's the
that's
Adventure
what the
Line? I
fans
haven't
want.
gotten
Let's
this
do it.
yet. This is spoilers. Oh, okay. Do I follow the Adventure Line then? Is that this yellow thing?
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next?
Okay.
Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
Ooh, I like this.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
What?
Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for
Bro,
the fans, Stanley.
what?
Let's give them more content exactly like this.
The adventure line happens
But
when
if
you
we
do
want
this
to do
ending
that,
without
we're
the
going to have to
bucket?
give
Okay.
something up.
Thank you. I'll go without the bucket next time to see that.
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket.
I don't want to.
That's why I'm very proud to introduce a
I
brand new
don't-
character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
What?
I think it'll make a wonderful
No.
new addition to the rich
No,
lore of the
I
Stanley
like my
Parable.
bucket.
True, it also was not in the original
I
game, but it's such
like
a well
my
fleshed out
bucket.
character
You
with so
can't-
much personality that to me it already feels
You
as though
can't
it's
do
been
this.
part of the cast all along.
You
Don't
don't
agree?
get to do this to me. Stop it.
Can you
What if
guess
I go
what
in
the
there?
Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley.
I want to go
Say
in there.
goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
Can I go in there? Can I turn it off? No?
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really
I don't
like
know if
10
it's safe for me to
personality
be over
traits.
here.
What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after
Help!
this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't
No.
get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you
Please.
crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and...
Did I just die? Oh, shit.
The Bucket Destroyer, my prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend.
I'm
For the moment
sorry.
in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
My bad. Are you mad at me, narrator? I think he might be mad at me, guys. We're still in the sequel. It's so weird. Like, are we just gonna be in the sequel from now on? Like, oh my god, I can walk through my chair. This is not normal. Okay.
All of his co-workers were
I'm gonna
gone.
do that again,
What could
but
it mean?
without the bucket
Stanley decided to go
because
to the
I
meeting
want
room.
to see.
Perhaps he had simply missed the memo.
I want the bucket so bad, but I want to see what would happen if I go down that area without the bucket because I want the secret line thing that you were talking about. The like silly
When
guy
Stanley
line.
came to a set of 2 open doors. This was not the correct
The
way to
adventure line,
meeting room,
whatever it
and
is.
Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he
No.
wanted to stop by the employee lounge first.
It's always
just to
sequel, yeah.
admire it.
It's like a metaphor thing. Okay, cool. So it's just
Wow.
gonna stay as a
Yes,
sequel now.
This room.
Okay.
What a beautiful
That's
room.
fine.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open
It's just
door
a Stanley
on his
Parable
left.
with other stuff always tacked on. Okay, so nothing's really changed. It's still like
And so
the
he
thing.
detoured through the maintenance
cool.
section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
I just wonder what would happen if I never went to the like
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the
sequel
office.
thing. Like, what if
He
I
wanted
just
to
ignored
wander
his
about
sign?
and get even further off track. So now, in order to get back, he needed to go from here. It's left. Oh no, it's to the right. My mistake.
I swear to God.
No, not the right. Why
What is
would I
wrong
have
with you?
ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
No, you're pissing me off. Where did the elevator thing go? It's over here.
No,
I
let's
don't even
see.
know.
We went down
Maybe it was
right,
this.
left, down, left, right. Yep, okay,
It would have
okay,
stayed
yes.
forever, I
I've
think.
got it
Oh,
now.
okay.
This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Mm-hmm.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just
That's
get back
funny.
to,
It like
oh,
spoiled.
who am I
Imagine this
kidding?
was the first
It's all
ending
rubbish
someone
now.
got,
The whole story
and then they just
completely
immediately
unusable.
got spoiled.
How about, rather
We're
than waste my
427,
time trying
right?
to
Where
salvage
am
this
I?
nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, hmm? Okay, from the top.
There's no more balloons. They're
All of his
gone.
co-workers were gone. What could
The
it mean?
balloons were all
Stanley
gone.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. I'm gonna do the exact same thing.
When
Oh,
Stanley...
oh.
Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh.
This was
Everything should
actually the first thing my friend got when I watched him.
change?
That's so funny.
Stanley,
So they just
did you
immediately got
change anything
spoiled
when
for
we were back in
themselves
that
what the
room with all the
monitor room
monitors?
was.
Did you move
That's
the
so
story
funny.
somewhere or...
How would I move it, narrator?
Why am I asking you?
I'm
the
always
one who wrote
pissed
the
off that
story.
these like four
It was
lights
right
are
here
off.
just a
Like I don't
minute ago.
understand.
I know for sure that it's
Whatever.
here somewhere. Okay then, it's an adventure.
The end is never
Come,
the end. It's
Stanley,
never the end. It's
let's
never the end.
find the story.
I like this door. It's like a labyrinth. Okay, what the hell?
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've
Shut
ever
up.
been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game
No,
again?
no, I found
Well, I
something.
find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Oh, narrator. I was having
All
fun.
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay. Ha, 420. Sorry.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. A
No.
story. Here it comes.
I'm not doing this. No, I know what it's gonna do. It's gonna start doing a loop. Isn't it? Watch this. It is. I know it is. So. Oh my god.
No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Oh, this was not.
Now this...
Oh, this is
Well, I'll
where
be
I
honest, I don't
threw the
recognize
cup.
this place at all.
I
Is this the
recognize it.
story?
This is when I threw the
I
cup in
can't
this
quite
area.
recall
Where's
whether
the
I
cup?
believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
Is he losing his mind?
Do you remember, Stanley?
Nope.
Well, do you know what? Since
I don't
I've
remember
completely
anything.
forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
Thank you.
Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all.
What?
We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
I
Some
did.
people
The
win
hell?
fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
Okay. We're stuck.
I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Okay. No way. I got the
All
line.
right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line.
This
How
was
simple is
not the
that?
way we went originally. What would happen if I just didn't follow the line, though?
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Seriously? That was not very nice. I don't want to leave it up to the line. I want to go do what I want to do. Oh, okay. Fine. I guess we go this way.
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story?
Just
Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination
Narrator
is
gives up
inevitably
and hires
conjured into
Rogue
being
crew to paint a
by the
yellow
very
line.
manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right?
not following the line
Okay.
just made me go
Now,
back
if
to the
my
beginning.
experience of
Great.
your existence rests
Sorry, I was
inside of
itching right
your
here.
subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative
I
experiential
know.
mental subjective
I
construct?
went backwards for a little. It's
Hang on.
okay.
That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd
I'm
like to
gonna go
apologize.
down there
Not
again.
sure
Come
where I was going
on.
with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
I like music. Ugh. This is fun. Is why you click. So, wait, what's that say? Now the real question is why YouTube suggests this stream to me because this is I don't understand what's happening right now. I don't know if I
Cut the
trust
music.
this line.
Go back and look at that fern.
Fern?
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
It's a fern. Okay. I memorized it. Can I have my cool music back?
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
You're right. I don't think the narrator knows anything, to be honest. It's okay, though.
You know what, Stanley?
What?
I say forget the adventure
What
line.
the
What's it
hell?
ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious.
Yeah, well, the last time we tried to do
this all
that,
sounds
you got
perfectly
mad and
doable.
built a
Why don't
wall
we
around
simply
me.
start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
What directions, dude? What did you even... What did you open? Oh, okay.
Now, yes,
Mm-hmm.
this is exciting. Just me and Stanley
Yep.
forging a new path, a new story.
Dude.
Well, it could be anything.
Bro,
What
is
do
it
you
gonna...
want our story
I swear to God,
be?
I hate this. I'm
Go
going
wild.
backwards.
Use your imagination.
No, I'm not using
Whatever it
any
might be, Stanley,
imagination. Why
I'm
are we
ready
doing the
for
loop
it.
again? I'm not doing this. I'm not doing the loop. We're not looping. I'm leaving. Narrator, I'm leaving. I want to go back to my desk, and I want to type. You get to do whatever you want in this game, they say. You get unlimited choices, they say, but I can't just go to work and type on my computer. Like, what if that's what I want? What if what I want to do, the story I want to make, is just Stanley sitting at his computer and typing away like his bosses told him to? What if Stanley doesn't want to follow this labyrinth thing? What if Stanley doesn't like the colors of his background ass looking?
I'd also like to veto the
Like,
line from having any role
backrooms
in our
looking thing.
awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
I'm acknowledging it at work right now. Maybe I shouldn't acknowledge it. Okay, I'll listen to him. I won't acknowledge it. I'm ignoring it.
Ah, a choice.
Ooh?
We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our
Wow.
control. How
We gotta make a
important we mustn't
decision.
squander the opportunity.
Have you tried
In
just
fact,
closing
I
the door
believe I
when
need
you
minute
start a
to
new
think
game?
here.
That
Just
is
walk
such
in
a good
circles
idea.
for
I
a
should do
minute.
that. Ooh.
Okay.
But I was
So
already
know
doing
each
that.
door has to
I was
lead
already
somewhere,
walking in
which
circles.
means that
That's so funny
somewhere,
that they
the place
already
where
that
we're
they like
trying
were
to
just.
go, there
Jeez,
must
can
be
I
a
speak
reverse
English? Holy
door that
cow!
leads
It's my
here.
first
And that, in
language too.
turn,
Apparently, I
means that
can't
our
even do that right.
destination
Holy cow!
corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And
You're
since the
overthinking
answer
it.
is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic.
Yay.
Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Yeah, I'll try to do that. What is this? Oh, we didn't even have a choice. Either door would have gone to the same place.
Hold on,
Let's
what's
see.
this?
First restart. Discover two
confusion
ghosts.
ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall.
Die.
Well, who consulted me?
This is
Why do I get
bullshit.
to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really?
I don't want to die.
No,
Let me
it
out.
can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The
end being
whatever
after
it
a long
is that
time
made this
Stanley
schedule?
dies is icing
How
on
would we
the
even
cake.
know?
Yeah.
Someone come for us? Will something happen?
Find a bookstore? Ooh, I like.
So,
I would not
okay.
get bored and leave though. I would stay in the bookstore. I like
I
books.
guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree?
Yep.
I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're all saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out.
I missed that skip button where I could make narrator
Well, in
shut
the
up.
meantime,
That was fun. Oh, okay. The
all of
bullets
his
are back.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Hi,
Perhaps he had
Bucket.
simply missed a memo.
Perhaps. Oh, spilled coffee. I don't like all the stains on the carpet. I don't.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
This again? Again, bruh? Bruh. Was that it? Was that the confusion ending?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
What if I stay in here? What if I leave, but then go back into the broom closet? No? I don't get to do that? Okay. Whatever.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Was that the end of it? Was that just it? Was that the confusion ending? Okay. That was cool. I actually liked that. Okay, so now I want to do that other thing. Where is it?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a
Stay
single
in the
minute
brain
to
closet?
just
Oh,
let
sorry.
the
I'll do
narrator
that
talk.
the next game.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Okay. If I play the piano. Is it because I skipped over him?
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated,
The broom closet has its own character arc? That's amazing.
Passageway.
Yeah, so I want to see what happened if what would happen if I go down here, right? And then I just go right back up. I want to see what his reaction will be. I want to see if he just gets pissed off. Yeah. So yeah, we're just gonna go back up.
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office?
Okay,
Well, that's a
bye-bye.
great
Thank you for
question.
joining
I
live.
just can't wait to find out.
Does anything happen? Because I went up here. Did things change at all? In any way?
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow! I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
Okay, I'm gonna go back down, and then I'm gonna go up again.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
There's no need to be rude, narrator man.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky
8?
corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin
is
to
that what
grapple
the
with
8
what
achievement
might be up
is? Just
there.
pressing
Is
the
it
8
the
button?
boss's office again? Or
I
what?
thought
If it's the
the-
boss's office this time. The
I thought it
suspense
was
is killing
the-
me.
8 button that you go to. You know what I'm talking about? The 8 button? I pressed it a bunch of times, so I was sad when I didn't get that award, because that's what I thought it was. I'm gonna go back out here and see if anything's changed. I'm gonna check, like, each time, just in case.
Oh my
Nothing's
God.
changed.
It's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a time out here for a minute while I process this.
Oh. Guys, I think I'm making him annoyed. Guys, I think I'm bothering him a little bit. Ugh.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No! No, wait! No! I need more time to process.
Narrator. I guess this is fair punishment for me annoying him a bunch of times. My punishment is just getting annoyed back equally. I guess that's fair.
All right. I have fully come to terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
Okay.
Of course. Going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it?
I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's
He's
just
so
how
annoyed.
revelatory
This is
Stanley's
amazing.
decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and
Okay,
repetitive.
bye-bye. Lord M&M's? Wow. Let's go back upstairs. Me when I go down an elevator. Me too. He's not even reacting to it anymore.
You know what?
This is
I
going
just thought of
faster
something.
than normal.
Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize?
What?
It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I,
What?
we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator. But the suspense,
Yeah, I have
the
no clue,
agony of
dude.
waiting and
What's up
anticipating
there?
and having to guess, that's the real thrill.
Yeah,
So I
guys,
simply
do
don't
you
let
do you
that
know
feeling
what's up
go.
there?
It's
Like,
so precious.
I have
so
no
fleeting.
clue what's at the top of
Why
the
don't we
elevator.
take this elevator ride nice and slow?
Oh, he's pissed.
There we go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started.
He's
Where's
mad,
the
bro.
Where's the trust in the audience to build
There's
a
gotta be
slow
drugs
and
and
nuanced
hookers up there.
appreciation for
Maybe.
the story, the
The
characters?
boss's office?
Why
Nah,
aren't we
I don't
given
think he'll
time
be
to
up there.
imagine the surprises,
Why would that be up
to
there?
have
That
to
makes no
think and
sense.
to anticipate, and then to marvel at the eventual reveal? This is storytelling, Stanley. What
I
you
will be
and I are
posting
doing
the live
right now.
later,
This
so
is
if you
the
want to
most
go and watch
exciting
it,
narrative
you
to
can
be
do
developed
that,
in
so you don't
years.
have
And it's
to
really all because
keep
of
missing
you.
out on
You're
work.
the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it. This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley.
Literally, shut up. You're just pissing me off
I
now.
want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed
Bro,
such
narrator, I get
unimaginative
it. I
drivel
messed
all the
up.
time, and
I
we all
made
know
you
it,
mad.
which is why
I'm
we're
sorry.
so starved for content that makes
I'm
us feel sharp
sorry.
and vital
I
and
take it
alive.
back.
That's why people like you
I
so much,
take
Stanley.
it back. I
Because you're
take
not
it
afraid to
all back.
spit
Okay,
in the
man.
face of tradition.
I
You're a role model,
didn't
you know?
mean it.
People look up to
Okay.
you. Which is why, oh, I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you.
Press
so that you can talk about
conference?
your work and your storytelling and your life. Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They
If there was
really look
elevator
up to you,
music, this would
Stanley.
actually
I
be
don't know
fun,
if you
but there's no
realize the
elevator
impact
music.
you have on them. This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous
That
impact
is
on them for the better.
not
Oh, good. We're
The
here.
Office. Come on.
Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
Okay. Dude, what is happening?
Ah, yes, here it is, just through this door. All right, are you ready? I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling and what it means to craft a truly
Let me do my makeup.
unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry, you'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley.
Thank you.
Okay, it looks like they're
Ooh,
ready for you.
I can do
get
it.
'em.
Hello, everyone. My name is Stan. Oh my god. Hello. I'm Stanley. It's nice to meet you all. Hi. Welcome. Yeah. Did I die? I think I just died. What happened to my office?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh my god, are we still in the confusion ending? I'm gonna lose my mind.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm gonna go in the broom closet again. Where is it? I wanna... Is it not here? Where is the broom closet? It's hiding. Okay. This is one of the variants. There's about 10 with 2% chance of happening every restart. It's actually, it's not. Sick. So what happens if can I just stay in the broom closet?
No, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room.
Sorry,
Please
I wank
take
off in
your
this
time.
room. I wank off to your voice, narrator. What? What am I even saying? I'm impatient, guys. Is he gonna say anything, or should I leave? Because I have only so much patience. I'm a simple creature. Yeah, I'm leaving. Hi.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Is there another broom closet? I want more broom closets. I want to go to the bathroom again. He never reacts to me going in the bathroom. I wish he would say something. Leave and come back if you need. Okay.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley
Oh.
pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
What if I go up and down again? Like, will he get mad again? Okay, bye-bye. Like, I really want to know if he just gets mad again.
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back
Okay,
up.
he doesn't remember me doing
Why did
this
Stanley
last time.
do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
Okay, he doesn't seem to be reacting differently, so I'm not going to do this again. I'm just going to go back down and do what I'm supposed to do. So. Or not? Why is that not an option? I'm scared.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative.
What did I find? What's back here?
I'm bolted to the edge
I don't think
of my
anything's back
seat.
there. Okay. Oh, I can go down now.
Incredible. Now he's getting
I'm
back into the
sorry,
elevator and
narrator.
goes
I
down
didn't
again.
mean to do
Ladies and
it.
gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
I didn't mean it. I'll be normal this
Surely
time.
this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he?
Well, I'm just gonna go do what he wants me to do. I need to calm down.
Stanley walks straight ahead through the large door that read
No.
Mind Control
Wait,
Facility.
what if I go back to the elevator again? I'm sorry.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
I feel like that's a new line. Like, I don't know if I'm being schizo, but I feel like that was a new line. And see, he's not letting me immediately go back down. He's making me go out here again. I don't know. I feel like it's different, but I might be being stupid.
Oh my god.
No, I
It's
think
the
it's the
boss's
same, because he
office.
did the music again.
This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a timeout here for a
Yeah,
minute
see,
while I
I think
process
it's just gonna be the same. See, it's just doing the same thing again, so maybe I just wasted time. There's a chance.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to
Shut
move
up,
forward
don't do
with...
it again,
No,
don't do it again,
no,
don't do it
wait.
again.
No,
Please!
I need more time to process.
Oh. Bro.
All right. I have
Shut
fully
up.
come... Of course. Going back down in the elevator.
Shut up.
How did I not anticipate it?
I'll be normal this
sure,
time,
now
okay?
It's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this
Narrator,
kind of
I'm
thing had never
sorry.
been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory
I just wanted to know if you were gonna change. I'm sorry.
Fresh air
I'm
and a landscape of
sorry.
storytelling
I'm
that has
sorry.
grown
I'm
stale and
sorry.
repetitive.
Gone. Okay, I'm going down the spooky corridor.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
No, we didn't.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
I don't believe you. I think this is the escape.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
No.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
I won't die, it's fine. Stanley is invincible. Okay, bro, what in the doggone rompa is
And
this?
Stanley was inched closer and closer to his
Bro!
demise. He reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
Okay.
Farewell, Stanley.
I don't want to die, though. Oh?
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led
What?
helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
The Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
This is cool. That's the clock. I hate that clock. I see it all the time and it makes noise and makes me mad. Lounge. Narration outtakes.
Stanley pushed the big red button.
Ooh,
Stanley stood on the snow.
that's cool. Freedom ending. Oh, is that the... Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh. That's funny. Oh, this is cool. Countdown ending. This is sick. I like this.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
Maybe.
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
What is happening?
But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever
I do it.
Choose it.
What if I do it? Should I do it? I'm gonna do it. What happened?
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office. All of his co-workers were gone.
Should I not
What
have
could it
done
mean?
that?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Should I not have exited? Did it just kill my progress? How?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he
Hi.
entered the door on his left.
Welcome. No, I don't understand. I'm gonna go into the broom closet again because that's the only place I feel welcome. And where's the... I just want my broom closet. I don't even know where it is, bro. Yeah. Bro. There's no way. So, okay, so something did change. That's good, at least. My progress isn't gone.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. What?
Here's the door, just go.
Okay. I'll go. So it didn't kill my progress because it definitely things have changed, so that's good. Okay.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
What if I go to the escape again? I want to see what happens if I die this time.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end
I'm
of this
gonna
hall,
die.
Stanley would meet his
I'm
violent
gonna
death.
die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
The door behind him was not
I'm gonna
shut.
die.
Stanley still
I'm
had
gonna
every opportunity
die.
to turn around and get back on
I'm
track.
gonna die.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious,
I'm gonna
concerted effort to
die.
walk forward and
I'm
willingly
gonna
confront
die.
his death.
Literally, shut up, bro. That's why no one loves you. Oh, wee. Oh, wee. We're back in this place. This time, I'm going to let myself die.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was
Because
inched closer and closer to his
it's fun.
demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't
With
see
life,
the
there is
bigger
death.
picture. He doesn't know
And
the real
Stanley's death
story,
is just coming a
trapped
little
forever in his narrow
sooner
vision
than
of what this world
anticipated.
is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
Yay.
Farewell, Stanley.
Bye. Is it going to do the woman narrator again? Yep.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was
Oh.
led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Mm-hmm.
And
Not
yet
this
it would be
again,
just a
little
few
bruh.
minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance,
I didn't look at this
death
part.
becomes meaningless,
That's
making
cool.
life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
What's that? Ooh. Anyways. I guess I didn't look at everything. Yeah, I did not look at everything before. This is cool. Dang it, that would have been cool. Okay. What is this? Narrator emails. That's funny. Okay. Can I go yet? Why are these so gray? Bro, I get it. I just want to go. Please. Okay, good.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
May chance.
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me.
No
You
way.
can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
No.
Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path.
That sucks.
Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever
I'm not
you
gonna.
do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let
Bro went splat. And alive as ever.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
That is not your line. That was not your line at all.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Mm-hmm. This is what it's saying. Why wouldn't they just tell us something will happen? This investigation in this room, they feel pointless, TBH. That's funny. Closet. So I like the broom closet, bro.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
It does look a bit brighter. Is the bathroom brighter too? Yo! No way. Okay.
Here's the door, just go.
Okay, rude again. I love how he's still annoyed when I did the elevator up and down thing. Like, bro is actually still mad.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I want to see if I go forward and then come back. I want to see if the door actually does stay open.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
I want to see if it actually is still open. Oh, okay, it is.
But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
I'm gonna go again.
Nope, still on board with death.
This is fun. My goal in life is to annoy the narrator as much as possible. Don't close those doors, bro. Oh. Where is narrator, bro?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
There's 427. I see it. Yeah, that's my room. That's cool.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe
Hi,
it
Noah.
couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Hi.
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions
bro,
had
I need
been
to calm down.
manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never.
Well, we up at
It
10
was
a.m.
unthinkable,
because I wake
wasn't
up
it?
early.
Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly
I woke up at like
blind
6.
to the world?
Oh my god, I closed the game.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation.
This time,
Controls
I'm gonna
labeled
turn
with
the
emotions,
mind
happy
control
or
status
sad
on.
or content,
I'm gonna turn it on other
walking,
than off.
eating, working, all of it
'Cause it
monitored
gives
and
you the
corroded
option.
from this very place. And as the cold
has
reality of his
2
past
buttons.
began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that
Yep.
what you wanted? Control?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better.
Who is purple?
My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
142.
These
142.
are precious additional seconds.
142.
Time
0142.
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons.
My god, I can go up there now.
These colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or
1,
this door.
2.
Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? 1
3.
solved? Do you have any idea
letting
what
me
your
go up there
purpose
now.
in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless.
Shut up.
See you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world.
Why is it not working?
But I'm going to destroy it
because it's...
so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle.
I did it, though.
30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you
2.
being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately
Is that
to your
a
frail
code?
life, or will you let it go peacefully?
2 is
Other
first.
choice. Make it count.
1
Or
is
don't.
next.
It's all the same.
2, 1.
All a part of the
2,
journey.
1.
And believe me, I
2,
will be
1.
laughing at every second of your inevitable life
3.
from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever up.
Oh. So it's 213. I think because it makes a nice noise, like that's the right number. We're doing that again because I really want to get that.
Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. This is not good.
When Stanley came to a set of
I'm gonna try again because I think it's 2, 1, 3, and then I don't know. So 2, 1, 3.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Here's
What?
the door. Just
Okay. What was... Okay. So 2, 1, 3, and then I'll try 5, 4. Let's try that. So 2, we know it's 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, because they make the good noise. Like, if you press 1 first, it doesn't make a,
Stanley
like,
walked straight ahead
noise.
through the large door that read
If that
Mind
makes sense.
Control Facility.
I don't know how to explain that properly, but yeah.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with
And if that
television
doesn't
screens.
work,
What horrible
then oh well.
secret did
'Cause
this
it's
place hold?
2,
Stanley
1,
thought to himself.
3,
Did he have the strength to find out?
4, or 5, 4 is what I'm gonna try.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
2,
Had
1,
Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the
5,
only
4.
reason he was happy with his boring job? That his
2, 1, 3,
emotions
5,
had been manipulated to accept it
Yeah.
blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls
I'm gonna
labeled
test
with
it
emotions,
before we do that. I'm
happy
gonna see if
or
they make
sad
happy noise,
or
okay?
content,
Because see, look, this
walking,
is locked
eating,
at the beginning,
working,
but it opens.
all of it monitored and commanded from this very
right. See-
place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle
not
the
the first one.
controls once and for all.
Or do they just have random noises? See, that sounds like a no noise. Like, that's not the right one. Right? Or am I stupid? Like, I'm thinking it starts with 2. No? 2, 1. 3. 5, and then 4. That has to work. That absolutely has to work. Yeah.
And when at last he found the source of the room... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
I did.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
I'm gonna wait for that door to
Stanley,
open.
I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand,
This
there's
door.
only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off.
And then along with that,
leave.
so
If you want
2,
to throw my story off track,
2, 1,
you're gonna
3,
have to do
5,
much
4.
better than that. I'm afraid you don't have
2,
nearly
1,
the power you
3,
think
5,
you do.
4.
For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent,
or 4.
Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little
Okay,
more
good.
fun, isn't it, Stanley?
So we're gonna go
It's your time
2,
to shine. You are the
1.
star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind.
3.
What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is.
5.
More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going. what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
I didn't
A
say
moment
that.
of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood.
That
You're
didn't do
gonna die
anything.
anyway.
Great.
I'll tell you exactly what
Okay,
happened to them.
what is this
I
blue?
erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free.
Blue?
Of course, that was
So
merely
3?
in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing
3.
buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to
1.
make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My
1.
goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
Here we again.
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on
Shut up.
every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
Backup power?
But you really believe there's an answer? How many times will you replay this bit, looking desperately for a solution? 10? 100? 1,000? I look forward to finding out and to watching the bomb go off each time you fail. Just you and me and the retching explosion of fire and metal over and over and over for all of eternity. And Stanley died again. And Stanley died again. And Stanley died again.
What?
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown.
Goodbye,
Will you cling
427.
desperately to your frail life? Or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me,
Can I turn it back off?
at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the
Stop.
moment I say, happily
Stop.
ever after.
No! Probably not much longer. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Shut
What
up.
could it mean? Stanley decided to go to
Literally
the meeting room.
shut up,
Perhaps
dude.
he had simply missed a memo.
Taking the bucket, bro.
Spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
I want my bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way
Shut
to the
up.
meeting room. But Stanley had felt
Literally,
the
I
bucket
hate this guy.
calling to
This
him,
is my
telling him
last
that the
thing, and then I'm
employee
gonna-
lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was.
so
Had the
beautiful.
bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No.
No,
Said the bucket.
Ew!
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift. Good,
Said the bucket.
now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
No, I didn't. I went down here.
No,
I forgot
stop.
this area.
Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, "No buckets past this point."
Stanley,
What?
how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest
There's
of the
no
game
way.
if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket.
I know what a bucket is,
Step
okay?
in here for a moment.
Okay. No freaking way.
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should
Yep.
tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket? Correct. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Hologram of a bucket is wild.
Item 2. Is this a bucket? Correct. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
There's no way.
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
That's a bucket, man.
Correct.
What?
This is a bucket.
Oh, that's definitely a
Item
bucket.
4. Is this a bucket? What? Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one. Is this a bucket?
That's a bucket, guys. That's a bucket.
Correct. This is a bucket.
Yo, no way. It's a bucket, bro. What's this?
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
No, that's not a bucket.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
What? If I run away? Oh, I can't.
Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. Should be around here somewhere.
It's a bucket. Are you a bucket? That's a bucket.
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here.
That's
And I
a
don't
bucket.
appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something, and therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket? You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence, and yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
Yo, he is a bucket.
Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart.
What?
I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets
What?
from the game entirely.
No, stop.
Okay, here we go.
Stop. Stop.
What happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea. How could...
Game.
Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either.
Oh, shit.
This is wonderful news. We're not buckets.
Yay, we're not
Yes,
buckets.
I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's
your fault,
delightful
no
to
more
get some
buckets.
clarity on
Aw.
that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket.
But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows
Okay.
what that information might do to a person. All right, here we go.
Bucket is everything. Everything's a bucket. Bucket is everything. I'm just gonna see if the bucket's still
All of
here,
his co-workers were
and then
gone.
I'm going to
What could
end
it
the
mean?
live because
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
yeah,
Perhaps
okay,
he had
bucket's
simply
still
missed a
here.
memo.
Yippee! Okay. I'm gonna hop off, guys. This has been very fun, but I have to. Yeah, your cat is a bucket, dude. I have to. I mean, I don't have to do anything, but I'm tired. I've been playing for what, like 2 hours, but I love this game honestly so much. So I will definitely be playing again for a third time. So if you guys want to see that, we'll do that. If anyone knows anything about the Stanley Parable and like the different endings, go ahead and put it in chat when this video is posted. So that I can try to attempt those endings and stuff. So thank you all for watching. I had a very, oh my god, I had a lot of fun.